Francisco. And guess what? He didn't show up late. He's on time for this event, ladies and gentlemen. How about it for Mayor Bayview?
How's everyone doing? I am glad to be here. I am very glad to be here. This is my first community rally, and if you can understand the significance of the first Chinese mayor coming to the Bayview, you know this community means a lot to me and a lot to the city of San Francisco. So thank you very much for everything that you are doing. I'm here because I want to, and I am proud and honored to be helping you recognize your Malia Cohen, your new supervisor in San Francisco. Malia is a fantastic person. I've gotten to know her when she was working in the mayor's office, but I also know her as someone who was born in the city, a product of public schools, public libraries, and she's going to be a great public servant and a great partner in the city, county of San Francisco. Certainly a partner that I need to have at the Board of Supervisors, along with David Chu and all the other supervisors that we have. She's emphasized in her campaign, in the way she does work, that public safety in this area is one of her #1 concerns. It is also one of mine. In fact, some of you know that we all worked together to establish this Community Ambassadors Program that started last year. I hope you see that because violence and the threat of violence and the tensions that have existed historically among groups and so forth, it can be dealt with in a positive way. And the Community Ambassadors, as you recall, was an idea that was brought out through work David Chu and I and others had with Chief Gascon at the time, with Mayor Gavin Newsom and others, as we were trying to deliberate how to respond. And when you have met the ambassadors, you know they are residents of Bayview and Visitation Valley. That's the way we should be hiring folks on these projects of local hiring. They speak as a group 7 different languages. They represent African Americans, Asians, Samoans. They represent the people who live here in Bayview. And so that's the way we ought to be doing things. That's the way we should be focused in these jobs. There are so many other exciting things that are going on in District 10 that Malia will be leading, that we'll be working on to make sure they get done. We've got the Leland Avenue. Have you seen the new sidewalk on Leland Avenue? Aren't they marvelous? And sometime this year, we'll be opening up the new Visitation Valley Library. That's going to be a marvelous institution. And I'm sure Malia will be joining me in doing that. We also have, of course, as you know, 3rd Street corridor has been revitalized with the T-line. We've got to make sure the small businesses along that whole corridor get the fair share of business opportunities that we know that we should. Because it's been too long that we put these infrastructures in, but we don't take care of the small businesses all along that. I know that's a big thing for Malia. We're going to be working together to do that because it's small businesses that drive this whole community. And we know that. We'll be supporting that. All of you who've been thinking about starting a business, it's time to get into the action. All right? It's time to do it. And I also want to let you know it's going to be exciting to link that 3rd Street up to Central Subway to Chinatown and all the way over. So we can link the whole city, make it all part of a great system. And we're going to be doing that. That's a commitment. That's an exciting part that I get to help do, along with David Chu and the others, just to link that up. We've got so many other things. You also ought to recognize a lot of things that have gone on. The closure of the plant. Big, big deal. I can smell the fresh air already today from that. There is the Hunters Point development, the thousands of units that we're going to be building, the jobs that are there, the focus on getting local folks on those jobs. there's just so many exciting things that Malia is going to be making sure with us that we work together very closely on to make it get done better. But I also want to let you know something else. This is not going to be the only time I'm down here with Malia. I'm going to be down here a lot to make sure I'm supporting Malia and make sure we're doing things. Many of you who know a little bit of my history know that my very first agency that I worked in, the Human Rights Commission, the very first hard-nosed assignment that I got was to finish this report called the African American Unfinished Agenda. And I bring that to heart. That's in my blood, it's in my mind, it's in my soul about getting things done. And on this weekend, in celebration of Martin Luther King, I will be talking about how we make sure we honor him by doing the kinds of things we need to do. Doing things. Not saying things, not taking labels, getting the stuff done. That's what I'm all about. I got a year, ain't a lot of time. Not a lot of time. But I assure you, you'll be seeing me out here getting things done with Malia so that we honor those words and not just choose to make them. And that's what this administration should be all about. That's what the board and I are talking about. So, in celebration of Malia Cohen, in celebration of Martin Luther King weekend, I thank you for opening up your house to me and for making sure that we do what's right and get things done. Thank you very much.